Hey everyone, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be taking a break from Rainbow Six and we're going to go back to a little bit of Ark related stuff. And today's video is going to be me rating 1 star to 5 stars all of the Tamable Ark Dinos. So I've got in the spreadsheet, I've got 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, and 5 star. No, this is not a GTA 5 wanted level. This is a tier list, pretty much. So, obviously, 1 star is bad, 2 stars, 3 stars is very mediocre, 4 stars is above average, and 5 stars are the GOAT. So, without further ado, let's spin the wheel and see what our first 1-2 rank is. And it is going to be the Gigantopithecus. Interesting. So, let's copy it. I think Gigantopithecus are underrated for sure. They are very good at collecting fiber, and they're nice. I believe you can tame them pretty early if you want to bear the redwoods, but I think overall they're probably in the mediocre category. They're definitely not bad, they're definitely not great. So I think that, ooh, damn. Okay, let's just do that. And we'll do yeah, cool. I guess I will type them out individually anyways. Cool. Alright, next one. This might be a bit of a longer video, but I don't really mind, as long as you don't mind. Direwolf. I think it's kind of in the same category, because it's definitely nice in packs, but it doesn't have a saddle, and it's just, there are better options than a direwolf, but they're definitely not terrible. Cyphactinus. Now these things are overrated as heck, and honestly, I'm going to put them in 4 star. Because if you can get just even a mate pair or 2 of them that are good level with good stats, you can pretty much conquer anything in the ocean. I took down a 145 Mosa with, I think, just me and one other. And it took maybe 2 minutes to take that thing down with, I think, 250,000 health. I think it was like around 250,000 health. So that thing was kind of crazy. So definitely not too bad, and I think 4 stars is a decent spot for it, considering its use. All right, well, that's clearly a 5 star. Yeah, there's not really much to be said about the Thyla, other than it's the GOAT. Reaper. We got, let's see here. They are nice, but they're also a pain. And all things considered, I think they're above average, but they're not 5 star. I think I'll put Reaper in 4 star. Because, yes, they're definitely nice for aberration. They've got the jump, which is nice too. I think overall, all things considered, I think Reaper is a 4 star. It's definitely great. It's probably on the higher end of the 4 star, 5 star border. But I think overall it has to be a 4 star. It's a great creature overall though. Galley. There are worse, but not very many. It's nice for traversal of land. As an overall creature, I would have to put it at 2 stars. Yeah, I mean, it's got a 3-seater saddle, so it's kind of cool. But I also don't care. Mammoth. Now those are underrated. And I believe they are good for the 4-star category. They're definitely really good, and really good at collecting wood. Castroides? They are good at wood. I don't think that they have as much of a... I don't think they have any weight reduction for wood. I think they're just really good at gathering it. I could be wrong. I'm leaning between 2 stars and 3 stars. It's a good... I'll go ahead and put it in 3 stars for now. Alright, and we'll move on. How can I change the speed of the wheel? Title and description. I guess not. It's fine. Ooh, Oviraptor. Okay. These things got a buff with ASA. They're not as bad. I think in ASE I'd put them in 1 or 2 stars. But because of this buff, between 3 and 4. I think overall they're a 3-star creature. Because, oh shoot, it depends on how much breeding you do. And it depends on if you use mods. I think the mods overshadow the Oviraptor a lot. But this is also my ranking and my playstyle. This is PvE focused, and I think I'll have to put it in 3. But it does have an argument for 4 stars. So just keep that in mind. It's a very decent creature, and we're looking for our next creature. Bassie, one of the kings of the ocean. I think overall they are a 4-star creature. Otter. I guess because of their artifact carrying abilities and their heat and cold preserving, it kind of has to go in 5. It's essential for cave runs. You don't want to have to do that cave more than once. Well, maybe you do. I usually don't. I don't know. Not bad. I think it's definitely not the worst. We'll put Carno in 3 stars. I think it's a medium-sized carnivore. Drake. Ooh. I used to hate drakes because they're so hard to control. I still kind of hate them, but I think they do aberration transport like no other, so I kind of have to put it in 5 stars. Dinos. I haven't really used them yet in ASA. I've tamed a couple, but I haven't really gotten around to use them. They're not bad, they're pretty tanky. I think they're a good 4-star. Okay. So, Karki at 4. I think Aloe has to go 4 as well. I think they're underrated. Underrated for sure. Ooh. Rock Elemental, so we got ourselves a Scorched Earth creature. Well, if they gathered metal, they would be 5 stars, but personally, they're a 4-star for me. I don't know. I'm definitely being generous to a lot of things, but it is what it is. A Shasta. I think their concept is cool, but they're realistically, I can't put them very high. Their concept is cool, but it's kind of hard to put that big of a thing into play very much with PvE. It's I mean it's alright. I like them. But they, I don't know, I like their taming method. It's super cool when they, flip around with the dolphin, or the ichthy. And I think the mechanics are cool. It's just kind of hard to execute them. Moza, I think probably the same with the Bassie. It's definitely on the higher end of things, but I don't think I would consider it a 5-star. I'm being very careful with the 5 stars. Diplocalus, they definitely have a use, so they're not a 1-star. So yeah, they're the oxygen breathers. They're pretty good. With speed level and ASE, they were a lot better, but... Ooh. What am I going to use for you? I guess I have to put Cosmo with 4 as well. I think a lot of things are going to default to 4. Because I feel the same about a lot of these. I can't justify them for 5. Rex. I think our Rex is pretty good. It's probably on the same line as a Thyla, especially for boss fights and stuff, so. Okay. Carbonina? I think 3. I can't put it at 3, I have to put it to... Alright, that is gonna be as good as it's gonna get. Dimetrodon, probably underrated, but I don't really use them, honestly. I'm debating on 1, but I think as far as the tame, it has the air conditioning function, so it's something. It's just not a whole lot of something, you know. Oh yeah, dude. Well, I mean that's nothing really needs to be said about the Wyverns. They're the best. My favorite's the Fire and ASA. Spino? I think it rivals the Rex, so I think I have to kind of put it in the 5-star. It's definitely up there. Especially with that water buff. Ooh. Can destroy the center bosses. Morella tops. They're alright. Dimorph? I know they're good for PvP, I think, because they can attack people while they're on their mount. But for PvE, I don't really find myself using them much. I think they're immune to radiation. I think I've seen that, but I mean, at the end of the day, who is going to use a Dimorph when you've got, like, a Cosmo or something? So, I'm between 2 and 3. I'll put them in 2 just to save some room for 3. I think that's a pretty justifiable place. I don't think there's very many 1-stars. You have to be really bad to get a 1-star. Ooh. I gotta put that at 5 as well. I'm doing a lot more 5s than I thought, but there are just so many good things that I use on a constant basis. Alright, and here we go. We can finally put something in 1-star. Yeah, Microraptors are a pain, and a lot of people hate them. I don't mind them, but I can't justify any higher than 1-star. Dodo, egg production in the beginning. Yeah. Stego. Between 3 and 4. I think Stego was 4 and Trichus 3. I like them. Honestly, I'm gonna put them in here. They're hard to find. They're annoying to tame sometimes if you don't use a trap, but I recommend a trap. And depending on your taming rates, they might take a little bit long to tame. But once you have one, they are pretty fun to glide around on as long as you keep them full of sulfur. Because these things will eat, and then if they eat sulfur, and if they don't have sulfur, they will die. So be careful of that. I almost lost one of mine once. But yeah, I like phoenixes. They're pretty fun. And I like their fire glide thing. Megalodon. They're good in packs, but I think, they have bleed too. I think it's the higher part of 3, lower part of 4. I think they're underrated as heck, but I think that's kind of where it stands. Saber, they're kind of with the direwolf, but they do have a saddle. But they don't get a pack buff. What will I do with you? I think they're right around where the Megalodon is. Direwolf is probably lower of 3, border of 2. And I think Saber is a bit higher, maybe like a, you know, 7.5 out of 10 or something. Achatina. I think that if you really want cementing paste, that you should just invest in a Beelzebufo and run the swamp cave on the island. Mantis, good for... Oh, this is terrible. Good for polymer, but that's not when they're tamed. But they are pretty good for harvesting. I think they're a 4-star. I think they're right up there with the Theory. They're Scorched Earth Theories, pretty much. And... okay. I don't think think we need to be talking about that. It's a terrible thing. Hate that bird. Why is this on here twice? Did I not remove it? Yeah, that's my guys. They're good for just about everything. Killing for XP. I gotta put Unis there too. Man, we're getting too many good ones, man. Give me some bad ones. Give me like a piranha or something. Shinehorn? Okay, I think they're needed for aberration and any radiant zones, so they're definitely up there. So I think all the glow pets will go here. Horn. And probably same with the Jerboa if we get it. They definitely have their use. Did I not delete this one too? Ooh, the egg chicken. I haven't really used it enough to have an honest full review, but the times that I have used it was pretty fun. Their gliding, their like little flapping glide thing is nice, and they are pretty good. I think 4 stars. I think they're like a 4.1 out of 5 stars. Yeah, I think that's where it stands for me. Doid. Farmer, definitely essential in playthrough. I think Doid has to go 3 though. Taruku. Use them for polymer. That's about it. Leaning toward 1, but I guess they can go 2. I don't want to be very. I'm trying to give things benefit of the doubt, so things are probably 1 rank higher than they really should be, but I definitely, I don't know. Arca, I put 3 stars, because if you use them right, they can be fun. They're also really bad. Hyena. I don't know if I spelled that right, but Angler? Good for Silica Burrows. For a farmer. I think Arca has to be 2. Coelacanth. Where's... So we're almost halfway through. Not bad, not bad. Serata. Okay. I think they're right around where the Gigantoraptor is. I don't know, like 4.0 stars. Trike we talked about would be 3, because Stego got 4. Trike can get 3. Dire Bear, it's definitely better than the Dire Wolf. I think pound for pound, it's probably like a 3.9. So we'll consider that borderline. Like, Dire Bear's good, but I don't know if it competes with a Carcanos or an Ella. It might actually. Hesperornis, screw these things. Their eggs are good, but then again, I'm gonna go tame a Yudi and use those eggs for kibble instead of the golden eggs. And then the 10% more XP, I think it is. Yeah. Berry. They're like a... I've been reading things wrong, I think, but I think they're like a 4.4 out of 5 stars. I don't know. They're closer to 4 for me. They are good cavers, though. I don't really like berries, but don't hate the player, hate the game. I think that's a solid 1. Megalodon Ab, probably middle of the pack. Because, any other map, they are only used half the time. It's like the very midpoint. It's as mid as it gets. Although its damage is good. Damage is really good. Mouse Chop's underrated. Good for beginning. So, middle of the pack is fine. Pego, a bit cuter than the Ichthy, so it's got that. And you can get your stuff back, so. And Ichthy will just straight up eat your whole canteen. Alright, Tacky. I gotta put it there. Packies are alright, they're just not my favorite. Saber-tooth salmon, of course. Perlovia. Probably same road as the Packy. Only I go out there and just tame Perlovia for fun. No one else does. If you do, comment below. Glowtail, it's one of the light pets. $30 minutes, halfway through. It is what it is. Lamprey. Some of these just, there's not much to talk about in their tamed status. It's a spider. It does what... Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lot of information on these. Diplo... Diplo. Blue Rhino. This one's probably higher part of the 3 tier. Alright. Theories are just, they're OP. They're the best. Don't know what to say. Tappy. Eh. Oh, dog. So that should be all 4 of the light pets out of the way. Interesting. We still have a good amount of good things on there. I don't know about you, but the Yeeling is annoying as that thing is to deal with and tame. I found myself really enjoying messing around with them on Ab. This is an unpopular opinion, I'm sure, but it's a 4-star thing for me. I really like the Yeelings, especially on Ab. I got so many rock drake eggs with just a normal Yeeling. Unicorn. I think it's probably a 3-star. Oh, they're fun though. I think for the fun factor, you always have to tame it when you see it. Just like whenever you see any of these other things, so I guess for those standards, it has to be 5 stars, right? I mean, a unicorn's a unicorn. It's a unicorn. Lightman Tria, I think they were better in AFC. I think they were much better in AFC with flyer or like speed leveling for flyers, but they're just not there anymore. Bronto, big and tanky. That's fine. Ooh, Terror Bird. I think they're right around Saber / Direwolf level. I mean, they're alright, but nothing crazy. Oh, the stupid paid Hellcat. All things considered, they're pretty nice. I like them. They're alright. I don't love them. But for what they do, I think they're better than a lot of these things. So I think 4-star is justifiable. Did I put Dreadmere on here? I did. Not much needs to be said about that. Leopardon. That just needs to be said about that. Barely noticed a difference loot-wise. It's pretty bad. It's a stupid tame. I don't like them. Pompey, cute, annoying, Pego level. Maybe like a 1.1 star. Quetzal. They lost a lot of their... They're just like an oversized tappy at this point. Unless you want to tame like a Titanosaur. I think overall they're mid, though. The OG Farmer has fallen once the RG came. They're pretty fun, though. They're not the worst. They're definitely underrated, but they're a little too slow for me, and I don't find myself taming them so much. Titanoboa. I think they're a 1. They're kind of borderline. I don't know. They're all right. Just as a general creature. I mean, I don't know. Probably compy level, I guess. Iguanodon, probably a 3-star. I like their ability to convert berries to seeds. That's pretty cool. But otherwise, ooh, their stamina's nice too. But I think all things considered, a 3-star is justified. 2-so, possible 5-star, because I know they're really good, but I think the 2-so can stay there as well. I don't want too many 5-stars. Phiomia. Holy shit. I guess that's what I can say to that. Procoptodon, good on Scorched. Good for Cactus Gathering. Megatherium. Not bad, not bad. Good bug buff. Definitely works. Plessy versus Fergus. I don't really have much to say about it. Control reflective damage is definitely nice. I think they're probably a 3 as well. I think a lot of things are gonna start falling in this 3 category. Racer, probably a 4. They're kind of mammoth level, but they also don't gather wood, so. Or not as effective, I guess. Roll Rat, good for wood. Good for rolling around. Honestly, they're pretty fun. Expensive saddle, but they're pretty fun to roll around on. Give them credit where it's due. Basilisk. I think they have to be with their It almost landed on Basilisk again. That'd be funny. Alright, Basilisk and Vulture. So Basilisk 4, Vulture 2. Donkey, underrated for metal. If you have the if you do play modded, I recommend the shiny mod. It gives a lot of different passive abilities to a lot of different creatures, including Fathomless, which pretty much is a 80% weight reduction on anyone with a Fathomless. It's almost like a trait, but shiny effect. So a Fathomless Donkey goes ham in the ocean on the metal. But I guess vanilla stakes. I will go ahead and put it in 3, but it's definitely underrated. If you haven't tried it out, I recommend it. They're really good for underwater metal farming. Fasola. I think they're borderline 3 and 4, but I think they take the under. I think they take the under. They're kind of a pain to tame. I hate taming them. But, you know, it is what it is. Trilobite. Shout out to Netty Tamable. Trilobites are fun. I tame them from time to time just for fun. Tyrannosaurus. Similar boat with the normal packy. I mean, I don't go out to tame it. Megalania, kind of underrated. They can climb on walls and they're nice for some caves. Especially if you use mods and can get them where they're usable. They're definitely not bad. Daedon. Good passive ability, almost as good as the Yudi, I guess, in boss fights, but at the same time, I don't know how often I would use them. I think they're borderline there because of their healing ability and their effects in boss fights, so gotta put them there. Enki. A 4.8 stars. Actually, I'm ranking these wrong. I don't know. Enki could be a 5, but I don't know. It's close. Little Ceros. Dedicated thatch collector. Not bad. Onyx. Who's gonna go out and take a Onyx? Not me. Dung beetle, kind of in the same. I think dung beetles are important. I think you gotta have a dung beetle. I think they're important. Even more so than the Oviraptor. With this new buff that they got, that they can collect feces off the ground, it's crazy. I don't think much needs to be said about the RG. Unfortunately, it took over the Quetz's shine, but listen, man, you can't argue with weight reduction. Archelon. I haven't used it a ton yet. In ASA, good damage on jellyfish and stuff, but I think overall they're mid. I don't think I can justify it being as good as an Enki or a Tuso, Bronto. I think for those reasons it has to be 3. Dillo has to be a 2. Surprised we didn't get like Raptor yet. I think Bizabufos are also a 3. But underrated. Arthur reflective damage, not bad, but overall a 3. Finally got Raptor. Realistically, it's probably like low 3, borderline of 2, but Here we go. The Raptors are W. They're pretty fun. I can't say they're not. Gigas, they gotta go with their brother. They're not as good as their brother. Well, they're right around the same thing as their brother, but I don't think you can't not put a Giga in 5 stars. It's a Pithecus. Can throw poop off your shoulder. I think that's about their thing. Oasisaurs, they're good if you have a modded terminal and can shove them in there. Otherwise, they're a pain. I think they're overrated, and I think they're in the same boat as the Shasta. No, I don't think I've ever seen anyone build on one. I think they're borderline 2-3, but I think they fall in that too. Bystro, good for XP in the beginning. But otherwise, that's that. I am keeping things pretty decent as far as a bell curve. These things are crazy. These have a running for 5-star, but I think they're just borderline 4-5. I don't think they're 5. They're 5. Parasaur. Same boat as the mouse chops. They're needed in the early game. You gotta have a Parasaur. Ichthyosaurus. They're quick, they're speedy, they're better than the Manta, and that's where I'm gonna put them. My goodness, we're 47 minutes already! Holy cow, I'm sorry that this video's been so long. Electrophorus. I don't tame these things. Traboa, 3. Cuties. I really like them. Thorny Dragon, 3, I think. They're the only good wood gatherer, or they're the main good wood gatherer on Scorch, but otherwise they're alright. I mean, Callie, same thing. On our last 12, Ravager, dude, they're not great though. I can't justify 4. Sarco, underrated, but also oh, that's not what I wanted, dude. Copy. Paste. There we go. Dude, no. Chill. Stupid thing. Did I delete Sarco? Yes. Equus. Good for early game, I guess. forgot these things existed. PTs are better. They're not bad. They're good for organic polymer harvesting. But at the end of the day, they're just not my cup of tea. Capro, I think they... Alright. Probably could have gone at 2, but 3 works. It's kind of like the default for now. Scorpion, kind of in the same boat as the Arenio. Pulmonoscorpius. Took me a sec. I don't even think I had spelled it right, but you know what? It is what it is. It's alright. We have 6 left. Titanosaur. Of all the big things, I think I like the Titanosaur the most. Yes, they're level 5, but the things have like... Ooh. I think they only last a certain amount of time on official stuff, though. Ooh, for that, I kind of have to put it at 2, right? Because I'm trying to list this as close to official stuff as possible. I've never played official, but I'm pretty sure they're only a temporary tame. I think 7 days before they starve. Ovis probably here too, although I like to use them for my hide. So they definitely have a use. Giant bee. I think they're also probably a 2. PT? Yeah, PT. What's it going to be? A Yeti, which wasn't tameable in ASC. You can't breed them, so yeah. And what is the last one going to be? I'm not really sure what it could possibly be. The Dreadmare that came with Fear Ascended. I haven't really used one yet, but I think overall from what I've seen, they're pretty freaking decent. I think they're borderline 3 and 4. I've never personally used one, but from what I've seen, they're definitely not as crazy as the thing makes you seem, but I think I'll go 3. Because I'm just not sure. And our wheel is empty. So we have 46 3 stars, 32 2 stars, 25 4 stars, 16 5 stars, and 15 1 stars. What do you think of my list? A lot of these could be, like the Manta maybe could be over here, or the Titanoboa, Kairuku could be over here, Pego could be over here, Compy could be over here. But I was trying to keep things rapid fire for the length of the video. It's already at 55 minutes almost! So if you made it to the end of the video, please just know that I appreciate your time, and if you enjoyed it, let me know, and I will make an updated one after Extinction releases. Thanks. You have a good one.